There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents. So when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the one you'll call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be this St. Paddy's Day, let Uber take you there. Because parking's impossible at the St. Paddy's Parade. And because the pub crawl is all over town. Because your Irish exit needs a getaway car. There are drivers in your area. Uber, request a ride today. Wait time varies, terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You know, we honestly consider Ken and Donnie from The Advocates our friends.
Oh.
I mean,
friends.
I don't know if it's mutual, but we consider you our friends.
That's a good point, bro.
And the thing is I know that when people call and talk to you, they can tell right away how much you care. The first time I met Donnie, I was like, why do you do this? And what was your answer?
Because I like helping people.
Yes!
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly that simple.
And I'm on the side of the people.
That's why you got to call The Advocates. If you're injured in any sort of accident, dog bite, slip and fall, car accident, make The Advocates your first call. Advocateslaw.com.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is it just me, or is it getting really hard to figure out the best way to save for retirement? Fidelity can help you find clarity so you can save the best way for you. With a free personalized plan, goal tracking, and timely insights, you'll be set to take on retirement your way. Get started at fidelity.com/future. Expenses charged by your investments and other costs and fees associated with trading or transacting in your account apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
You don't know me.
Confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, I'm 39 years old, and to this day, every time I check the mailbox at my apartment, I fully sing the mail song from Blue's Clues.
Oh, we just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Spoke to Jose very clearly.
Yeah.
Jose relates to this.
I need to start doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
This segment is the great equalizer, reminding us that nobody's perfect. We're all embarrassments to humankind. And luckily, this segment gives us a chance to admit our biggest faults and our dirtiest secrets anonymously while we alter your voice to hide your shame.
We just got a secret. We wonder who it's from.
We got a guy on the phone ready to tell us why he's a massive drain on society. He's chosen Blake as his fake name. So, Blake, welcome to the show.
Hi there. Thanks so much for having me on.
Glad you laughed through that instead of crying. Like,
He knows the truth. Voice changer is on. You are the masked speaker, Blake. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
Okay. When I was a kid, I was like 7 years old. My older stepbrother told me something that I believed for way too long.
I always
sneaky.
love these. The older sibling lie is always
they're
good.
great. I thought I was adopted for a long time.
Yeah.
So for context, I have red hair, and I was always told that my red hair color comes from my dad.
Oh, there goes your identity. Now everybody knows who you are.
One guy.
But your dad also has red hair?
He also has red hair,
Okay.
So I'm playing outside with my older stepbrother, and he pulls me aside, and he says, hey, you know those 3 redhead kids that live down the street from us?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we ride the bus to school with them. And he says, yeah, those guys are dad's other kids from his previous marriage.
Oh, those are your family.
They're like, but they're the same age as me. Wait.
When you're that young, though, you don't do the math.
So he said that's why they all have red hair, too. And he says, anytime you see a red-headed kid, it's one of dad's secret children.
It's a descendant of dad.
He's the only one that's making kids with red hair in the world.
He's patient zero for redheads.
You poor little 7-year-old. You're like, why aren't my brothers and sisters talking to me?
Yeah. Why is our family so split?
Oh, that's vicious.
And he makes me swear not to tell anyone.
Of
That's
course.
the
Yeah.
That's
what
always
makes you go crazy because you're never going to talk about it.
Yeah, and if any kids are listening, that's always a sign that someone is doing you dirty.
Yeah. If you can't talk about it, there's a
Uh-huh.
reason they don't want you to.
Yep.
So I'm just carrying this family secret, and I keep bumping into those 3 kids, and
Yeah.
I feel bad that they don't know.
Wow. God. And their father isn't involved in their lives. Like,
Yeah.
To be clear, they do have like an actual dad, right? Like,
Yeah, but he thinks that his dad is their dad. It doesn't matter what reality is.
That
Yeah.
guy's a babysitter, Jeff.
Yeah.
he's just swooping in to pick up the leftovers that your dad left behind.
And, I remember waiting for the ice cream truck one day and getting Ninja Turtles ice cream pop. And
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
the other 3 kids also got Ninja Turtles ice cream pops, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense because we're related.
Oh, we all crave the same
Our
craving.
taste buds are the same.
You like Michelangelo too?
I bet those kids like to ride their bikes too.
Yeah, it must be a ginger thing.
How long did this go on for?
Well, this went on until when I was like 10. It was like 3 years.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And I finally talked to the kids. I felt bad, and I finally said something to these 3 boys, like, hey, do you want to talk about, our past? I know.
You sweet boy.
It's so wholesome.
It
You
is.
like sat them down.
You're like, we've got to break the ice here.
Our parents would be so mad if they knew that we were talking to each other right now, but let's just get the truth out there.
This is such a kid.
Were they so confused?
Yeah,
How
what
did they
was their
respond?
Yeah. Well, I was like, how your dad is my dad? And they looked at me like I was a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And you're looking at them like they're just naive.
And you're like, oh, sweet souls, you guys don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the
wow.
truth. What?
How did you finally figure this out?
Yeah.
When did it click?
Like a year later, one of them is like, dude, why do you keep acting like we're related? And I told him the whole story, and all 3 of them just started cracking up about it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Our dad's a huge player.
Yeah.
He's going all over town making little red-headed children everywhere you go.
You see him, he even waves hi to your dad or
Yeah.
babysitter.
And like Brooke said, they're all the same age, all the kids. It's like,
He had 2 really good years.
yeah.
Oh, no. And that's when you found out?
Yep, so I found out my dad had secret ginger kids all over town.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're
Man.
a redhead listening. You know who your real dad is now.
Does your stepbrother know now how long you
Yeah.
went on with this lie that he told you?
Oh, yeah, he tells this story all the time.
Yeah.
If he's really your stepbrother.
Or he's your dad.
I know. That's a whole nother box of worms to undo, but that's hilarious.
That was
3
good.
whole years. Oh, I'm sorry that happened, but thanks for coming on the show and confessing your red-haired secret to the whole world.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate
Hey,
it.
we have a redhead that works here. Do you think you're related?
Oh.
Maybe.
Definitely.
We'll do a family reunion for you two later, but text in to 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you our next mass speaker. Phone tap's coming up right after this.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be this St. Paddy's Day, let Uber take you there. Because parking's impossible at the St. Paddy's Parade. And because the pub crawl is all over town. Because your Irish exit needs a getaway car. There are drivers in your area. Uber, request a ride today. Wait time varies, terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Now, personally, I'm someone who likes paying unnecessary extra fees at the airport
Jeff.
for my cable and my internet.
It's true.
Ken was telling me if you call the advocates, you don't pay any fees unless you guys win.
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
So the way it works is we work on what's called a contingency fee, which means that we get paid at the very end after the insurance company or the defense finally pays up after we've forced them to do so.
That is so much confidence right there.
The only way you can lose is by not talking with an advocate at advocateslaw.com.
The path to retirement is different for everyone. And as life changes, so do priorities. Fidelity can help you get where you want to go. With a free personalized plan, goal tracking, and timely insights, you'll be set to take on retirement. Whether you're saving for it or already living in it. Get started at fidelity.com/take-on. Expenses charged by your investments and other costs and fees associated with trading or transacting in your account apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
This is Bethany Frankel from Just Be With Bethany Frankel. Listen, I have a bone to pick with these dog food brands calling themselves fresh, natural, healthy. Sounds great, but a lot of these quote-unquote fresh dog foods in your fridge are not even 100% human grade, which is why feed your babies Just Food for Dogs. It's good enough for Biggie and Smalls, my precious babies, so it's good enough for your babies. 100% human grade, real ingredients, beef, sweet potatoes, green beans, delicious. These are foods that you would want to eat. Not that the babies would ever share. Just Food for Dogs is the #1 vet-recommended fresh dog food backed by over a decade of research. No marketing fluff. My dogs lose their minds at dinner. They run to the bowl, tags wagging, paws tapping, full Broadway performance every single night. So I do care about the food I feed Biggie and Smalls. So go to justfoodfordogs.com for 50% off your first box. No code, no gimmicks, just real fresh food.
Put a little yay in your everyday with Hello products. Hello toothpaste and deodorant will take those have-to-dos and turn them into love-to-dos. It's oral care with flair. It's heaven-sent deodorant. It's personal care products for adults and kids that are nothing short of magical. All made with thoughtfully curated ingredients. You know, like rainbows and unicorns. The normal stuff. Find your everyday yay. Shop now at HelloProducts.com.